Hello and welcome back. Now today we're going to be installing a K&N cold air intake on the 2010 Jeep V6. And we're going to be going step by step on how you can do it. Now the first step is to go ahead and remove this old tube. Now be careful, the sensor is extremely fragile, so what we're going to do is go ahead and remove the tube by removing this screw. You're loosening that clamp and this clamp. And we're going to go ahead and leave the sensor in it for now until we're ready for it. That way we don't accidentally damage it or anything like that. Now with the plastic duct out of the way, go ahead and pull this off. After you release the 4 clamps holding it, this slides off. And now the air box should just pop out. Just like that. Now what we're going to do, loosen this bolt and remove it. It's right here next to the water pump pulley to install our bracket. Now that bolt can be a pain to pull out, so just be careful, take your time. Now leave it a little bit loose so you can move this. That way when you put the tube on here, you can get it lined up to with the bolt on the tube so you can get it perfect. Now for the mounting hardware around the heat shield, put your rubber on top. Put your 290s here, a straight one here. So make sure to leave them a little loose because you're going to want to adjust them to the existing bolt holes. Now to put the shield on, we're going to remove this bolt, and the one for the power steering reserve. And that's going to bolt onto the heat shield using the existing bolts. Now you can see we have the heat shield bolted in right there. Now we're going to go ahead and set the filter in here to make it easier to install, and go ahead and change the sensor from the old air intake tube to the new one. Now this sensor is a real pain. We had to take a screwdriver and go right here and very carefully just force the rubber free from it. It took 2 people to take maybe 1 minute to do it, but we got it out. Now we're going to put it right here in the provision in the cold air intake. Now we got our tube on here. Now the easiest way to do it was we had the filter in here. Set the tube in, slid the tube into the filter first, then onto the throttle body. Made it real quick and easy. Now what we're going to do is tighten our clamps down, plug in our air intake temperature sensor. Be sure to tighten this bracket under here, and once you get it lined up, tighten that down right there, that bolt. And then tighten your air filter down to the intake tube, and you should be set and ready to go. Now our last thing is a breather tube. Now on this K&N is a little loose fitting, so we put a hose clamp on there, just make sure it didn't fall off. Now go back, make sure you got everything tight, everything good, and start the engine and make sure that everything is alright. Make sure there's no code thrown or anything like that. Make sure there's no leaks around anywhere where you get the hose clamps. And it should be set off to drive off and enjoy. Alright, now we got it installed, it's running, no issues, not sucking air, not throwing any codes. Usually a K&N won't throw a code. I've always had good luck out of K&N. Now Spectre and some of the other ones usually had issues with in the past. But hopefully this will help some of you guys out, especially if you buy a used intake system and you don't have the instructions, or you just want to look, see how much work it's going to be before you buy one, see if you even want to mess with it or not. Now as always, I hope this helped you out. If you like the video, go ahead and like, go ahead and subscribe, because you never know what projects or anything I'm going to work on next. And keep up to date with new projects, new ways to save you time, money, and product reviews. And thanks for watching.